they say the older generation in their 20s and their 30s, they were in several leadership positions in this country. But these days, the younger generation get a sense of consistent attempts to stifle them, not even to get up.
Well, what is leadership? Leadership is yourself. How many of you are prepared to go into politics? How many of you are prepared to be councillors, to be member of the House of Assembly, to be commissioner in the state, to be governor in the state, to have to be a senator, House of Reps? We must do like that.
Chief Akinjide, I have an answer to that, because we engage people, we engage youth. A whole lot of times you see young Nigerians who are ready and they are known in their communities, but they just realize that without having a bag of money, you can't come into politics.
I don't think so. I don't accept that. Look, I entered Parliament. I became a lawyer when I was 24 years of age. And before I was 27, 26, I was already in Parliament. But I had no money at that time.
That was
sometimes when I get brief, I get only 10 pounds, 20 pounds of my brief. In fact, because of 10 pounds or 20 pounds, I would travel from Ibadan to Benin, and I was extremely happy. The first property I built within my 3 years at the back, I was extremely happy. You see, the problem today is that people want to have what they don't deserve. What is the arithmetic or the mathematics of a young man having billions looted from oil money? What is the mathematics of a young man who doesn't deserve it becoming MD of this station? You see, sometimes you inflict a lot of fault and blame on the leadership, but for God's sake, let us maintain the right balance. Sometimes the leadership is the fault with the youth, not with the elders. I accept in some cases the leaders, but what are the youth really doing? When I was young, I used to do a lot of my own, but the youth of today don't do a lot. The first thing they want is money. The second thing they want is money. The third thing they want is money. But how do they get the money? My dear lady.
You know, Chief Akinjide, I might not be able to answer that. I mean, in terms of how young people can get money, the only way I know is hard work.
Exactly.
But,
and honesty.
Exactly, and honesty too. But one thing that struck me in this conversation is how you admit, without any, without any reservations, that Nigeria is not yet one. Yet, this year, 2013, we've been told that we're at the eve of our amalgamation as, as one country, and that it is worth something celebrating. Do you agree?
Look, the fact that the president in his speech this morning, to which I listened and which I regard as brilliant, is that we are still setting up a committee about our constitution. In my view, that's a brilliant proposal. It's very good. But at the same time, doesn't it show that we are not yet one? Doesn't it show that we have not yet get a good constitution? The Americans had one constitution in their career. They've never revoked it. If I went to Pennsylvania, yes, where that constitution was drafted, and the bell, which was wrong, and I tried to ring it myself. And I also went to Washington to see it. The same constitution which the Americans had over 200 years ago is the document they are using today. They've made amendment to it. But put your heart on your heart and tell me how many constitutions Nigeria has ever heard. And we are thinking of having another one. So the problem is deeper and more fundamental than you think. And for God's sake, I concede that the leadership have their blame. But it would be wrong to put all the blame on the leadership.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I think everybody carries share of it. You carry your own share. I carry my own share. The youth carry their share. The old one carry their own share.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break, but we'll come back and continue in that line of thinking. So please join us again.
too small, and no dream too big to come true. Diamond, your bank.
This October, for the fourth and biggest time, Smooth 98.1 brings to you the Smooth Luxury Concert 2013 with 10-time Grammy Award-winning funk and soul sister Shaka Khan. Also featuring Grammy Award-winning artist Angeline Kidjo.
The Smooth Luxury Concert.
Saturday, October 12, 2013 at the Expo Center, Eco Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. Cocktail reception 6 p.m. Showtime 7 p.m. For more information, email events@smooth981.fm. Love music, love life. Smooth 98.1.
It's the break of a new dawn, the Anambra. It's time to wake up and prioritize the security of our lives and property. Let's harness the entrepreneurial spirit of our great people, revamp the economy, revive into agriculture and create jobs for our youth. Let's build our infrastructure, reform education to promote youth empowerment. Let's provide world-class and affordable health care, empower our women and the physically challenged. The Anambra. We can achieve these through the transparent and accountable leadership of our son, in whom we are well pleased. Vote Labour Party. Vote Ifai Patrick Cooper. Ebube Chukwuzo for governor.
It's been ceaseless strategy session. It's been non-stop gnashing of the brain. It's been constant crisscrossing of the country and the globe in search of new business opportunities. It is the ceaseless commitment to excellence and global best practices. These have resulted in success for your company, boosting your brand equity, market share, and revenue. Congratulations! Now it's time to reward yourself, management team, and high-end client with the perfect gift. Nigeria Elite Business Awards and Gala Night. Date 9th November 2013. Venue Civic Center, Victoria Island, Lagos. For details of how your company can participate, please call 0810-576-6618 or visit www.elitebusinessafricanetwork.org. Nigeria Elite Business Awards, celebrating the best of corporate Nigeria. This event is strictly for Nigeria Elite Business Community.
Nation building is not a straight path. It's full of challenges. We have, in many places, not done as much as we should do, but we have also been fortunate in many areas and should be thankful for what we have. What we need is a recommitment to service above self. The challenge I see of our country is the challenge of education. I'm not just talking about formal education, which is a major challenge. I'm talking about basic understanding of things. We've created a very gullible culture. It's easy to deceive people on small things and miss the big picture. And we're failing because we've not gotten it right on the big culture issues. So my prayer and my hope is that people will become more perceptive, more deep in their thinking, more understanding of the challenges of progress.
Independence Day edition of the program, Nigeria at 53. We're reflecting on our nationhood, the president's speech, and Chief Richard Akinjide, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, is here with us. We're talking about the state of our amalgamation, I mean, the 1914 scenario. Now, we heard people say so many things about the status of that. Some think, well, it's 2014. Who knows if we have to sit down and discuss how we have to continue to stay together if we want to. Whether or not that amalgamation expires, everybody goes their own ways. Tell us about it. I mean, you know a lot. What is the actual status of it?
I don't think anything will expire. Nigeria has come to stay, and it will continue to stay. But let's go back. I don't know whether I've touched it before. How do we involve Nigeria? How do we create Nigeria? Nigeria is what I will call privatized colonialism. The Lord Cabarrot was the chairman of the Royal Niger Company. That is very critical. Many people don't understand that. And then you have Lord Harcourt, who was the colonial secretary. And of course, Lugard, who was the colonial civil servant. If you know Lugard, Lugard was brought here from somewhere else. He was in Hong Kong. From Hong Kong, he was taken to East Africa. From East Africa, the Royal Niger Company employed him and brought him here to come and do something which nobody has ever done before. That is very critical in the issue of this country. So you have what we call a privatized colonialism.